Hi, I'm Saransh, and this video is going to be a crash course for you in visiting Mussoorie. So grab a pen and paper because I'm not going to waste a single second. I'm going to tell you about 25 places to visit, things to do, best cafes to eat at, unique properties, bike and taxi rentals, tentative budget for the trip, and some important FAQs. Mussoorie is a hill station in the Dehradun district of Uttarakhand. Yes, there are about 25 interesting places to visit here, but they're scattered in different directions. To give you a better idea, when I show you these places, I have divided Mussoorie into 4 loosely drawn clusters according to directions. This way you will be well oriented on which side of Mussoorie the place I'm showing you is located on a map. Now the first cluster has 9 spots from the north of Mussoorie towards Kempty Falls. And the first spot on this side is the Kempty Falls itself. Set amidst greenery, the 40-foot drop is definitely beautiful. However, it is extremely commercial and sees a lot of crowd on any given day of the year. The ropeway and most of the shops open from 9 AM to 6 PM. What most people don't know is that the waterfall itself is actually open 24 hours. So if you were to go at 6 AM, there is a good chance you will have the entire waterfall all to yourselves. Do know that you have to walk a decent bit of steps, and in general there are locker facilities, changing rooms and toilet as well. Adjacent to the falls is a small adventure park where you can do boating, ziplining and giant swing amongst other activities. Second, Santura Devi Temple. Dedicated to a form of goddess Durga, this is a hilltop temple that offers some insanely beautiful views. However, you will have to walk a bit to reach the top. Next spot is Dalai Hills, which has a beautiful viewpoint and is popular for the Tibetan Buddhist temple. Displaying all the colors and prayer flags, it does offer a peaceful vibe. Cafe Anahata on the premises has a nice ambience and a good food. Next, very close to the Dalai Hills is the Company Garden. The park is well maintained, offering fountains, mini waterfall, various species of flowers, multiple rides and even a wax museum. Rides in museum are charged for separately and you can grab a quick bite as well. Next spot on this side is the George Everest Peak, which gives a 360-degree view. Once the home of Sir George Everest, it is now a cartography museum, and the peak offers panoramic views of the Doon Valley on one side and snow-capped Himalayas on the other. You can park in the beginning at the pin George Everest parking for ₹200 and walk for a kilometer, or you can park at the Everest base camp or the museum, which will cost you ₹1,000. And from the museum, everyone has to walk for about 1 kilometer to reach the top. You can also enjoy a helicopter ride, which they call an air safari. The package details for the same are mentioned on the screen. Sixth spot is Clouds End Viewpoint, which is not that far from George Everest Peak, yet very few people visit it. It offers some amazing views, but please note that the roads are not the best and there is no infrastructure either. Even further down the road from Clouds End is Bhadraj Temple, dedicated to Lord Balram. This is a hilltop temple that offers some amazing views. Note that you will have to walk a bit to reach the top. Another option that is just about 4 kilometers from George Everest is Lambi Deher Mine. It is an abandoned mine and according to the legend, believed to have an influence of ghosts. Though during the day it is just good vibe, perfect for photography and a very nice viewpoint. However, I will not recommend going with family simply because there is no infrastructure and you have to hike a bit towards the end. Last spot on this side is Benog Wildlife Sanctuary. You can take a hike and enjoy bird watching amidst dense forests covered with pine trees and other varied flora and fauna. The second cluster has 6 spots from the east of Mussoorie towards Dhanolti. Depending on if you have your own vehicle or not, or how much time you want to spend, you can choose to go only till Landor or cover the spots till Dhanolti as well. First, let me tell you about the churches in Landor. Both the churches, St. Paul's Church and Kellogg Memorial Church, are open during the Sunday Mass, so unless you're visiting on a Sunday, you cannot go inside the church. Next up is the Lal Tibba Scenic Spot. Given that it is one of the highest points in Mussoorie, it does offer some really nice views, and if the sky is clear, you can even see the Kedarnath and Badrinath peaks with the binocular. Though personally speaking, the experience is average at best. Binoculars are not maintained well, and you can get these views from other spots in Mussoorie as well. Next, eateries in Landor. If you want more of a cafe vibe, Landor Bakehouse can be a good visit, especially for coffee. And the other place is Char Dukaan, which is essentially just 4 shops in a row serving quick bites like momos, burgers, Maggi, amongst other things. When you go a little ahead of Landor, you can visit Jabarkhet Nature Reserve. It is a private forest reserve offering guided treks, bird watching, and an insight to the flora and fauna of the region. And further down the road, you can visit the Eco Park in Dhanolti. The park is covered with pine trees and offers walking trails and activities like skywalk, ziplining, and rock climbing. And the last spot on this this side is Surkanda Devi Temple, a revered Shakti Peeth located atop a hill. It offers a 360-degree breathtaking view. You can reach the top via a 2.5-kilometer trek or a 5-minute ropeway ride. Please make a note of the timings and the costs. The third cluster has sight spots from the south of Mussoorie towards Dehradun. You can cover these spots on your way from or to Dehradun. That would be the most convenient. Starting with Shikar Falls, it is a relatively less popular spot. Still, you can expect a decent bit of crowd on the weekends. You can also swim at this waterfall, but do note that you will have to hike for about 20 minutes to get to the fall. Next spot is Jharipani Waterfall, which is again a relatively lesser visited fall. You will have to hike about 1.5 kilometers to get to the fall. Next is the Bhatta Falls, which is quite commercialized and always sees a good crowd. You can chill and spend some time while soaking your feet in cold water or take a plunge. There is also an adventure park where you can go do boating, ziplining, giant swing and other activities. You can either choose to reach the pin for Bhatta Fall ropeway and take the ropeway down to the falls, or reach the pin for Bhatta Falls itself and then walk a little to reach the falls. Next spot on this side is IKEA Island. You can do activities like zipline, skywalk, Burma Bridge, mountain climbing, water zorbing, amongst multiple other activities. In terms of sheer number of activities, IKEA might just have the most options. Next up is the Mussoorie Lake, which offers a wide variety of activities. It is a relatively small lake at the center with quick bites and small shops all around. Adjacent to the lake is an adventure park, Skywing. During my time, it was under construction. The rides that have already started are zipline, flying fox, and most notably paragliding. Oh, if you're finding all of this information useful but are now feeling that you needed to note it down, we have made your job easier. I have made an offline digital ebook of this video which has all the places, descriptions, timings, contact details and some additional sections like custom maps and pre-built day-wise itinerary to follow on your trip. You can buy this from our website, link is in the description. And the fourth and the last cluster is the Mussoorie city itself with 5 places. Next spot is the Mussoorie Mall Road, which is hands down the most popular spot in Mussoorie. It is always full of hustle and bustle, lined with cafes, souvenir shops and colonial architecture. It offers some great valley views as well. If you're coming in your own vehicle, then do note that you pay rupees 150 for entering the mall road, and since parking is not possible on the street, paid parking will cost you another rupees 350. Best is to park your vehicle a little before the mall road and walk. Also, rented vehicles are not allowed on the mall road. Next spot is the Gun Hill Viewpoint, for which you can take a ropeway from the middle of the Mussoorie Mall Road. This is Mussoorie's second highest peak, known for its panoramic views and fair-like activities at the top, and there are small cafes and dhabas to eat at as well. You can also reach Gun Hill by taking the road and then walking a little. Next spot is Camel's Rock View. You can have the view along various points on the Camel's Back Road, including the Camel's Rock View itself. You can visit it if you're going towards Gun Hill by road, otherwise skip it. Next spot is the Soham Himalayan Center, which is dedicated to Himalayan art, history and crafts with occasional workshops and exhibitions. Last spot on this list is Nath Devta Temple, a lesser known temple offering solitude and sweeping views of the Doon Valley. Bonus suggestions for people who are spending longer in Mussoorie and are up for trekking. I am only suggesting trails that are relatively close by to Mussoorie. First, in one of the more popular treks, Nag Tibba, you cover a total of 15 kilometers on the trail. Next, Deoband Trek with a trail distance of 15 kilometers as well. Nag Thach with a trail distance of 5 kilometers and Kipling Trail with a trail distance of 9 kilometers. Now let me list down my recommendations for hotels, hostels, homestays and resorts in Mussoorie. There are hundreds of properties spanning across Mussoorie. So I have organized my recommendations in 4 buckets: budget stays, luxury resorts, comfortable stays that come in between budget and luxury, and unique Airbnbs and stays that are worth your attention. I will quickly show you pictures from these stays as I list them all down. But to make your job easier, I have left a link in the description as well as here in the box, which you can use to see all the properties and book the stay. I've also made a custom Google map linked with all tourist spots and all these properties on the map. It should help you chart your travel plans better. And on that note, if you're feeling lazy to make the plan yourself, you can use our travel guidebook, which has multiple itineraries to pick and choose from, along with all other relevant information with pictures and custom maps to sort out your trip in one go. Let's get started with the budget options. On the list, we have, in no particular order, the Hosteler Mussoorie, Go Stops Mussoorie, Zostel Plus Mussoorie, Shalom Backpackers, the Social Stays Mussoorie, Rivulet Resort and Camping, Hotel on the Edge, Perfect Stays Vista. Next is the Luxury Stays stays, Welcome Hotel by ITC Hotels, The Savoy, Elevas Zephyr Luxury Cottages, JW Marriott Mussoorie, JP Residency Manor, Everest Base Camp near George Everest House, the Oasis Mussoorie, a member of Radisson Individuals, Soul Stories, a luxury wellness estate, Rokeby Villas Mussoorie, Lohono Stays Villa, Airyland. Then we have Comfort Stays, which is between budget and luxury, Nature Heaven Lodge Mussoorie, River Grand Resort Mussoorie, The Mountain Quail, Queen Hill by Edge Mussoorie, Vedanta Luxury Boutique Resort, Tridius Mountain Club and Resort Mussoorie, Sitara Hotel and Resort Mussoorie, Tree of Life Highlands Mussoorie. Lastly, cool and unique stays and Airbnbs, Cozy Cabin with private deck in Landor, Shadow Barn, Graisa Cottage, Fond Villas Cabin Landor, Moonridge Cottage. With your stay and travel plan sorted, next section is about food in Mussoorie, and believe me, there is no shortage of options. When you're visiting places towards the north, then Cafe Anahata at Dalai Hill and Sea Green Cafe near George Everest are a must. They offer nice vibes, good views and delicious food. Two other options on this side are Sky Lounge Restro Cafe and the Kothar by Cafe Garage. When you're going towards the eastern side, then Landor has a few options. Lal Dibba and Binocular Cafe, food-wise is okay, but offers good views. Then you have Landor Bakehouse for good coffee, Char Dukan for good street food, and you can also check out Cafe Ivy and Savoy Cafe on this side. When you're visiting places towards the south of Mussoorie, you can go for Travelers Cafe at the Bhatta Falls or the 19th Century Cafe near Jharipan. And lastly, when it comes to within the city itself, Mall Road is packed with options. Cafe I like the most on the Mall Road is Cafe de Taverne. Their food is good and the desserts are even better. If you want to try local Garhwali food, then you can go for Jeet Restaurant. For Arabian cuisine, go for Little Lama. Their meze platter is delicious. For Tibetan cuisine, Kalsang and Papa Laughing are great options. Then other great restaurants that you can check out are Cafe By The Way, Cafe Hinge or the Garrison Resto Bar. Then there are options for street food too. Lovely Omelette Center is the local favorite. And yes, Zomato and Swiggy are available as well. To make it easier, I have pinned all of them on the custom Google map. Feel free to use that to make your plan. And if that is too much work, then just get our guidebook along with all this info in a neat little list. For the itinerary section, I've also mentioned the places to eat so that you do not waste your time figuring out the distances between the places to visit and where to eat. With that sorted, what remains is your internal commute and budget. You mainly have 4 options to explore maximum spots: taxis, bike rentals, car rentals, or driving your own vehicle. Public transport wise, there are no local buses or auto rickshaws to take you between spots. Regular rickshaws can be used only on the Mall Road, but beyond that, let me detail the 4 options. First, taxi rentals. Most convenient is to hire full-day taxis that will provide pre-made routes to choose from. You can also customize them according to your preference. Here are some reputed and well-reviewed taxi operators to choose from. Depending on the season, depending on the car, depending on the route that you are taking, you can end up paying anywhere between rupees 2,000 to rupees 4,000. Second option is renting a two-wheeler, and depending on the season, it can cost you anywhere between rupees 400 to rupees 1,000. Third mode of commute is using a car rental for self-driving. Nearest car rentals are available in Dehradun, about 34 kilometers from Mussoorie, and renting a Swift Desire will cost you about rupees 2,000 per day. Fourth option is driving your own cars or ride your bikes across all places in Mussoorie. The roads are great and it makes for a beautiful road trip. But be cautious since you will be driving in hilly areas. An ideal Mussoorie plan should be of 3 days, and here is a rough budget breakdown for one person, not compromising on their comforts but also not going overboard. So your stay for 2 nights in a good hostel will be about rupees 1,000 per night. Food for 3 days about rupees 800 per day. Bike rental with fuel about rupees 700 per day. Activities and tickets, this will vary depending on your itinerary, but considering entry tickets, parking, ropeways and activity costs, I am taking an estimate of rupees 800 per day. That will bring your total for 3 days to about rupees 9,000. It obviously comes down if you're sharing costs with someone or if you're in a group. With that, let me answer some frequently asked questions. What is the best time to visit Mussoorie? March to June is summers, which provides ideal weather for sightseeing and enjoying the outdoors, with temperatures ranging from 10 degrees to 25 degrees Celsius. July to September is monsoon season that brings lush greenery, but it also comes with the risk of landslides and heavy rainfall, which can disrupt travel and some activities. October to November is autumn, where the weather is generally pleasant, with temperatures ranging from 10 to 21 degrees Celsius, making it ideal for outdoor exploration. December to January is winter that sees Mussoorie transform into a snowy wonderland, with temperatures dropping below 0 degrees Celsius. Next question, best way to reach Mussoorie. Direct buses to Mussoorie are available from Delhi, Meerut or Haridwar, but you may not get it from places like Chandigarh, Shimla or other major cities. However, you will surely be getting a direct bus to Dehradun from all the major cities. And then from Dehradun, you can choose to take another bus, taxi or even shared cabs. Nearest major railway station and airport is in Dehradun again, and about 34 and 60 kilometers respectively. respectively. Next, how safe is Mussoorie? Straight answer, very safe. Tourism is very well organized and controlled. Lot of domestic and international travelers come here, so people are friendly and welcoming. Infrastructure is in place and a lot of hostels exist as well, making it safe for solo female travelers because you can find good company of like-minded people to share some activities with or make travel plans together. Tourism has sprung up since the 2024 landslides and all infrastructure is in place. On a general note, Mussoorie is almost becoming like a proper city. Things open till late, especially Mall Road, which is active till 11 p.m. as well. Now when you go to Mussoorie, please be a responsible tourist, do not litter and do respect the locals. Buy our cool minimal t-shirts and be a part of our community of responsible travelers. And reminding you again that if you forgot to note down all the details, our travel guidebook for Mussoorie is available on our website. It has custom maps, lists, booking links, phone numbers, detailed itineraries and more, all in just 10 pages. Join our Discord server where I will answer all your queries and you can connect with like-minded travelers who may be going to Mussoorie. Follow us on Instagram to get our live updates and stories. And lastly, like the video and subscribe. It helps a ton in growing our channel. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.